All right. So today we got, think before you sleep. All right. How your freedom is being destroyed. Okay. What is this one going to be about, man? He always drops bangers, so, I mean, we watch him, either just about once every 2 weeks or once a month. He drops some good videos, so think before you sleep. Let's get into this. If you have not subbed to him, he is in link description. I advise you to sub up to him. Hit the links and follow up on the socials too if you have not done it. Follow up on all the other channels. Follow up on all the socials. Like the video and comment to get the algorithm moving. Let's go.
How much I'm spending at Coachella Day 3. We have 2 Código tequila sodas.
This is already starting off Coachella. I know where this is about to go to. Who in their right mind is going to Coachella? Unless, even if I'm an influencer type thing, I wouldn't even want to go there. It's just all fake.
Sodas for $88 with sugar-free Red Bull.
You either have to be incredibly
Hey, you paid for it though. I ain't paying for that. What?
stupid or incredibly rich to spend $88 on 2 drinks that probably cost about $1.50 each to make. Well, maybe you're both.
Austin got me a spicy pizza, and this was $0.
Right, the pizza was free because the guy bought it. Let me just spoil it. This girlie was dumb enough to buy 4 drinks at Coachella for $167. And that was just one of the days.
And you gotta have a $1,000 ticket? Hurt my bank account. And you gotta sleep in damn fucking Ukraine, Russia. Looks like you're on the damn Ukraine, Russia battlefield. Last time I saw it, it was horrible. It was like muddy. I was like, bro, it's like you're damn near in World War III, bro.
I mean, you couldn't waterboard this information out of me. You should be embarrassed to be caught paying over 20 times the price for drinks. And I'm not sure why it's a trend to openly display how stupid you are with money.
With me to Nobu at Coachella. Easily the best thing I've ever spent my adult money on. For $375 each, that is a total of $750. Here's what we got. As soon as
Like as you gotta spend $200 every 2 weeks on groceries, they can just drop a $700 on just some damn seafood. You know, it's not a hateful way, but it's like, damn, bro, y'all got money. Y'all got money. If you could drop $700 on some seafood, y'all got some bread. Yo, as you're scrolling past this, you gotta be like, damn. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like the only people that enjoy Coachella are influencers. They have to be influencers or TikTokers, whatever you like to say, because they're the only ones who can damn afford it.
we sat down, they brought around Oshibori so we could wipe the Coachella dust off our hands.
And then at the end of the day, let's do a survey or a study. If someone was a third-party person that didn't go there for nothing but just a survey, what is the percentage of people filming everything and who are not filming anything? I guarantee to say 99 to 1.
Some edamame, al dente, and perfect amount of salt. Then followed the yellow tuna jalapeno and salmon dry miso. Not only are they super classic dishes at Nobu, but also just in Japanese culture. So it was very classic, very refreshing. It was giving welcome to Nobu.
Authentic Japanese culture is laughing at
You got samplers for $700? Stupid is what stupid is, man.
you right now for spending $750 of your adult money on a meal that would cost maybe $40 in Japan.
I mean, look how happy these people are to get ripped off by their $13
I love
coffee.
this guy.
Yeah, let's rob this one for $17.
You guys, you got another $17 coffee.
Look at these two. They're thrilled the restaurant's robbing them. Yeah, nothing says bragging rights like filming yourself celebrating being swindled.
Well, these 2 women at Nobu thought that
I mean, I hate to be this is psyop land at its finest, man. Like, these people are straight drones. Like just straight bots.
Greta Thunberg was profound enough to include at the end of their video, so they probably aren't that smart. Now, I don't know the economic state of these particular individuals. Their adult money could be from a multi-million-dollar trust fund, and burning $750 on a mid-experience may not be that big of a deal. However, let's not pretend that
How much is on that credit card? Every time, if y'all have seen the Jubilee videos, you ask me, oh, I travel this. What's your credit? How much are you in debt? Just a curious question asking for Caleb Hammer.
there are a vast number of people with regular incomes who are spending an insane amount of money on these things. Coachella wouldn't be able to charge that much without a pool of morons agreeing to extreme ripoffs. Now, you may think it's not that big of a deal because it's just one occasion, but in reality, these choices don't happen in isolation. The kind of person who makes a financial decision like that is also overspending elsewhere. And if everyone does dumb stuff like this...
Clothes, tickets, purses, life...
with their money, it will start to affect your life and your freedom, whether you are a participant or not. But before I say more, recently a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They knew their apps could contribute to anxiety, depression, and body image issues.
Alright, I'll let that play. I'll be right back.
But did not share those risks while prioritizing profits. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health struggles, you should hear this. Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm they caused. You can use the link in my description or scan the QR code to take a short quiz to see if you qualify for a case. You may be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000. Alright, so the thing that continuously disgusts me the more I get exposed to TikTok or social media in general is just the vast numbers of people who routinely think it's some sort of flex to show that they overpaid for something.
We are going to be doing a handbag video today of my most used Louis Vuitton bags over the past year.
Literally, you better be a billionaire if you're wasting money collecting luxury bags, because I don't even think it's that much of a flex. The reality is that anyone with a credit card limit of $2,500 can afford a bag that says Louis Vuitton on it.
I picked their most classic piece, the monogram briefcase. The way this bag was put together was mediocre, even though it's such a simple design. Let me tell you what coated canvas really means. It's fabric coated with a durable layer of plastic on top. This is an $1,800 briefcase made of fancy plastic.
That's great. Later in the video, the guy says, if the logo was invisible, would you still buy it? Obviously, for a large percentage of the market, the answer is no, because a part of Louis Vuitton's business strategy is to sell stuff to broke people who want to pretend that they're rich. Actual rich people will buy expensive items without the logos.
I stood there looking at this $1,800 briefcase in pieces, and I felt foolish because I realized how powerful their marketing was. I had believed price meant quality. It didn't. It meant desirability.
So if you're carrying bags with logos plastered all over them, you're probably not that rich. But modern society is just full of people making stupid purchases, whether it's overpriced luxury goods or it's 10-cent pieces of cardboard that go for tens of thousands of dollars. And yes, I understand that average people aren't paying this much for a Final Fantasy card, but just like with Coachella, the fact that it's possible to charge that much means that there's a market of Disney adults overspending on card games that were, at least originally, supposed to be for kids. Just watch any Caleb Hammer video and you'll see tons of these people.
You're getting almost on average, like one Labubu a day. We're very close to that. Like, give me 5 more Labubus and you will have gotten a Labubu every day the month that we just saw.
I don't think about it when I buy it. It's just impulse.
Okay, but you purchase it endless.
Only a crackhead would do that. What? More like an addiction?
It's kind of like gambling, I would say. Like trying to get them online through PopMart.
$700 for Labubus in 1 month, if you're wondering. That's how much she spent on dumb collectibles as someone who, with her husband, only makes about $9K a month, which is still a lot, but it's not that much when you're spending close to 1/10 of your income on dolls. They also bought first-class tickets to Hawaii. What kind of idiot flies first class when they have a household income of less than $10K a month? Well, like I said, Disney adults do this. And they sure as hell are dressed like Disney adults with the Pokemon t-shirts and the Zelda tattoo.
I feel like I lost out on my childhood just not being able to have things like this, you know? Like, just...
shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
like,
I think 8 years of Disney should kind of make up for a lot of that.
You know,
Yeah.
I love Disney. I love...
like, Disney's not that good, bro. I promise you. It's not good. It's not good enough to go in debt for.
Disney,
which is fine.
It's part. I mean, it's part of my childhood.
Of course. Now,
Ma'am,
I know that...
you're 27 and she had kids already. It's like, get out your damn childhood, dog. Ma'am, you're in your adultinghood. Adult yourself a little. Like, grow up.
This is a scripted video, but this was yet again another accurate prediction that I made before seeing this moment, further proving that you absolutely can judge a book by its cover. Also, let me be clear, it's not just people on Caleb Hammer doing this. Most people don't seem to understand the concept of desire is infinite, but resources are limited. And this lack of understanding causes them to make numerous quick and horrendous financial decisions for a small 10-second dopamine hit that will cost them years of work to pay off. And then they'll rationalize their credit card purchases like this.
So Netflix can buy HBO Max even though they're millions of dollars into debt and literally cannot even afford to buy HBO Max. But when a regular person goes into debt, then they're punished super hard for it and their credit goes down.
The reason why Netflix never bought HBO Max, by the way. They didn't get it. Someone else bought it, by the way.
There's less judgment for stuff like that is because they're using debt to buy assets. And I don't think that this is limited to just the top 1%. When people take out mortgages to buy a house, people genuinely view that as a very positive thing, even though they're getting into debt in order to do so.
Yeah, that's really one of the core issues here. Outside of whatever dumb thing Netflix is doing, the problem is people going into significant debt to purchase liabilities. Liabilities are things that cost you money. Assets are things that make you money.
The difference is a lot of normal people are using debt for things that aren't going to make them money. They're using it for things like takeaway, concert tickets.
Oh, okay, no, they acquired Warner Brothers. Okay. I was like, okay. I was wrong, I think.
It's holidays or even just online shopping for clothes and stuff.
Look, I'm not going to pretend that I've never used DoorDash before, but what's really disturbing is that there is an option on the app to finance your purchase. Because, you know, if putting your McDonald's meal on a credit card wasn't enough, you can also break the purchase up into 4 payments. What happened to buying food at the store yourself? None of you are rich enough to be regularly using delivery apps. If you aren't making at least $150K a year, then you should be learning how to cook and fetching your own groceries. Because in a time where people are constantly saying that they want more luxuries and more expensive conveniences, really, you should be teaching yourself how to be satisfied with less. For example, recently I saw people laughing at this marriage proposal that took...
We're satisfied with the bare minimum, man.
...place at McDonald's, and granted, yeah, it's pretty ratty to propose at a fast food restaurant. However, they do look happy, and the point is that these people are making it work within their income range. You don't need to copy TikTok videos by paying for a massive first...
Yeah, it's like people like... And also the thing is, with people, it's like they copy and paste, or they just try to do it for Instagram. It's like, notice how they didn't have anyone besides, what, like maybe a coworker film? Or they weren't actually filming after the ring I got. It's like they didn't do it for Instagram. I hope the best for them. Yeah, it might be a little ratty, if ratchet or whatever you like to say. I hope the best. I mean, would I have maybe tried to do that outside of work? Probably, but hey, he should.
Class trip to France, followed by a proposal with the Eiffel Tower in the background to make a marriage work. Probably the most happy relationships I've seen are from people who have had modest proposals and reasonably priced weddings, including weddings that were nearly free. In fact, in my experience, the more extravagant proposals and weddings are more likely to end in divorce. Not to mention that I think it's insane to watch couples sacrifice a down payment on a house or money for a second car for, quite honest...
Or like, what's better? Some people's minds. Would I rather spend more money on the wedding or on the honeymoon? I feel like honeymoon, that's you and their time. You guys go do what you want to do. The wedding is like, yeah, you can invite some people, whatever, have a little small wedding. That seems perfect. Like, you don't need to have you don't have to have a castle. And it's like, you're going in generational debt for one day. And it's like, okay.
Honestly, an experience that won't be that much enhanced by spending a ridiculous amount of money. And surely, there's no shortage of people who refuse to ask what opportunities that they're sacrificing when they overspend on short-lived dopamine hits, while at the same time romanticizing those terrible decisions on TikTok.
So I have a little bit of credit card debt, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that I moved to Nashville, Tennessee with not really that much money, and then I decided to fully furnish my bedroom. But I will say, something I've learned over the past couple of months is that a lot of my friends also do too.
Okay, so...
Yeah, I mean, stats show... Well, I don't know. A lot of people do. Just because a lot of people have something doesn't mean you want it. So it's like, or you should aspire to have it. Like, what's his name? I think his name's Zach something, or Zach. I don't know what his name is, but he goes through on like people's debts, car loans, and it like, bro, he's funny as hell. He has 2 channels, or he has 3. He's like a whole long form one. He has a main and a second channel. He'll give you, like, he'll look at the camera and just like at the perfect time, because the people are so dumb. Either they'll overshare on TikTok, or they're saying stupid stuff, or their loans are outrageous, or they have horrible credit card debt. They're like, well, I'm still gonna go in even more debt. It's like, oh, I don't care. We're living on a floating rock. It's like, oh my gosh, that's just so much dopamine to the max. It's like I don't even think a crack fiend would smoke that much crack. How much cope you're doing? Damn.
You don't have to buy all the stuff new. You can use Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, estate sales, or other methods of purchasing things secondhand.
Yeah.
Do people not know how to do this anymore? I mean, you'll get massive markdowns by getting things used. Oftentimes,
I would say iffy on it. I would look at it, certain stuff, but yeah, bro, like Goodwill. Sometimes Goodwill be charging too much. Any place like that, yeah, go to places that you don't have to re-buy a whole bunch of stuff, and they're like, bro, I'm not gonna say.
80 to 90% because people are going to throw this stuff away anyway. You can probably furnish a bedroom for around $1,000 instead of around $5,000 or $10,000, which is likely what this person actually spent. You can even double up and use these secondhand purchases as an opportunity to learn how to clean and maintain your stuff. Imagine that in the modern day.
5,000 is outrageous.
But this girl is 25 and broke. She should not be using a credit card to buy brand new furniture. And you know, the consequences of people constantly buying new shit instead of getting stuff secondhand and forcing companies to compete with used goods is that manufacturers are now not pressured to build things to last because idiots keep giving them demand for low quality, cheap crap.
Dude, aren't cars now like basically like just recycle them? Like, oh yeah, just we'll crush it, buy a new one. Like they're hard to work on. I've seen now from that guy's channel too. It's insane.
That they'll throw out in 3 years. So understand that we all suffer the negative consequences of these people's stupid decisions, and unfortunately, this whole thing of my actions only affect me is a myth. Humans are social animals. Your bad decisions and bad habits always affect other people.
Because at the end of the day, we're all just in our 20s trying to figure out how to
see, this is always the dopamine, like they give you some most niche, broad terming. We're all living on a floating rock for the first time. It's like, doesn't mean you should make a dumb financial decision that you know is dumb. We're all living on a floating rock. Money isn't real. It's just this fake thing. I'm gonna just move to Tennessee and just, I don't know. It's like, don't do that to yourself, man. Don't make stupid decisions because of, I don't know, your broad niche thinking like this. It's like, logically think, do you really want to be in debt? No, not really. Alright, because at the end of the day, yeah, whatever, America. But like, the IRS is gonna get it. They gonna somehow, some way. There might be some loopholes I don't know about. Right? They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it. They're gonna cut your wages. They're gonna start cutting you. They're gonna take your house. You know, they're gonna take your stuff. That's not a game I want to play.
To live in a freaking universe where rent is like $1,500. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. And then our parents are like, "Why are you in so much credit card debt?" I'm sorry.
Because you went and moved to like a big house and you move, like you did the complete opposite of saving money. You went and spent a lot of money.
That rent isn't $400 like it was when you were 25.
I'm not going to deny rent being more expensive than it used to be, but also my parents bought things secondhand and had roommates. You don't throw the financial baby out with the bathwater because housing prices aren't ideal. If $1,400 is a lot for rent, then it's pretty easy to find a one-bedroom apartment in Nashville for around $1,000. Or, you know, you can not live in a city where rent's going to be a lot more expensive. Even when it comes to furnishing the bedroom, not only is she going to pay like $5,000 when she could have paid $1,000 for it if she just learned to Google, but also she...
Yeah, it's like at the end of the day, yeah, you're not lying. Yeah, stuff is expensive here. Who's negotiating that, right? Not me. Not debating that fact. But it's like, doesn't mean go spend a lot of money. No.
Probably just signed herself up for multiple years of $100 like idiots. The real reason why this person... Wait, what's this? Am I...
Okay.
showing my bias too much, or are all these people just leftists? You had the Nobu girl shouting out Greta Thunberg, then
I don't know. I don't care about that stuff that much.
The Caleb Hammer chick had to fly first class to Hawaii to see her sister renew her wedding vows because...
First class? I mean, you gotta say either that or 2 seats. I'm hating on her. That was rude. I'm sorry. Either that or 2 seats, you pick.
Because that sister accidentally got married on January 6th and didn't want that to be her anniversary. Then you have the fuck Trump fan, even the first girl who spent almost $90 on 2 drinks. Granted, based on my professional internet stalking skills, she probably is the most financially responsible one in the group. She might actually have the income to afford those dumb purchases.
Yeah.
But she lives in Austin, was a psychology major, and works for Google, so like 95% chance that she's a leftist. I'm noticing a pattern. Now, I'm not saying that people on the right are never stupid with money, because I've seen many who are. However, what are the odds that most of the people who are out there constantly saying that we need more welfare are just bad with money, and they want the people who aren't to pay for their dumb choices? Like I said, even if you are personally
there's some truth there, yeah.
responsible with your money, but lots of other people aren't, their bad spending habits will not only inflate the prices of everything, but also they will vote away your freedoms in exchange for welfare bribes from politicians. Anyway, so this is why I was saying that we need to be less tolerant, and the reason why this chick is being financially stupid by going into debt to buy brand new furniture.
Dumb.
I swear, if I found a video of her saying that she's an environmentalist, but the reason why she's buying the new furniture and the reason why she's in an apartment that she can't really afford, followed by clubbing every weekend, is because all of her friends give her social proof by doing the same stupid stuff. If she actually had good friends and they saw her upload a video like this next one, they would say, what the hell are you doing?
The best part about moving from a tiny little town to a bigger city, being able to fucking Uber Eats in 30 minutes. Like, what do you mean? I just ordered Taco Bell and it was delivered to my door within 30 minutes. And now I'm eating it. I just go home from the bar. And you best bet I'm always going to pay for priority because it's only $5. And they bring it to me first because I live like 7 minutes away from Taco Bell.
You couldn't just walk? You walked from the bar, it's only 7 more minutes. If you add 30 minutes, you get the food. I'm including that time. Like, yeah, it's only 7 more minutes. I couldn't walk to it. Because what? I don't know. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, it's not, 10 minutes down. It's not a 20 more minute drive. It's 7 minutes away. Go walk. Go fetch a bone.
Literally, what's the point in living in a city where you pay a premium to be close to things if you're just going to DoorDash everything? Well, Uber Eats.
Hell.
But that doesn't sound as good when you turn it into a verb. She's DoorDashing and paying an extra $5 for every purchase because she's impatient and because she doesn't want to spend maybe 15 minutes round trip to go get Taco Bell herself. And if $1,400 a month for rent is expensive to you, then you don't have anywhere near enough money to be ordering delivery meals with priority shipping on a regular basis. By the way,
and order some dog crap too. It's like 2 tacos and like the frozen thing. It's like you're paying what, 10 more bucks for that? Go ahead and go fetch a bone, right? What I mean by go fetch a bone, go get the food. Go fetch a bone or something, man.
Go on an incel rant here. The reason why men aren't marrying chicks like this is because they see the way that you spend money and are like, fuck that. I'm not going to give her access to my finances. I'm not going to be responsible for her credit card debts. Also,
dude, I'm sorry. It's not like a married thing, like married to someone thing. I just couldn't even hang around someone. Like, we're just floating rock, and it's like you're speaking into a broad terming, and it's ear torture. It's ear torture.
So much of this mentality comes from TikTok that I'm tempted to say that having a TikTok account is a red flag. We have to.
What are y'all thinking about that in the chat? Hold on, let's see. Yeah. Yo, what's up? What are y'all thinking about that? Dude. Comment down below. I don't know. I think it depends, man. I really think it's a screen time thing, too. And what you really put in your brain. Yeah, there's always going to be some rotten crap. There's always just be something popping up in your thing. It's like, oh my gosh. But as long as you just hit the do not thing, every time, more or less, it tries to give you slightly so that they obviously want your attention, but I don't know. I don't even use TikTok like that. I'm an Instagram reel type of guy.
Stop tolerating this shit, because if we don't, these people will then turn into useful idiots who can be bribed with food stamps or rent control in exchange for voting for bad policies that make society worse. So no, it's not a good thing that you're financially stupid, and so are all of your friends. It's also not a good thing when you use each other as retard group therapy, where you just enable each other's bad habits and give social proof to everyone's awful decisions, instead of trading money-saving tips like people used to do. Like, if I told my friends that I spent almost $90 on 2 mixed drinks, I would be ridiculed like crazy. Yet so many stupid financial...
Oh my god, bro. Bro, what? I'd be like, you smoking meth? So what do you mean, like, mixed strength? Did you buy the bottle? Did you buy everything and that's how much it was in total for everything and you made them? Or you legit paid that much for 2 drinks? Oh no, I paid that much. Oh. Were you thinking right or what? Like,
behaviors are just normalized now.
I don't consider a car loan real debt. If you live in America, who doesn't pay a car?
Yeah, bro. I'm sure the loan person's gonna see this and is gonna be like, loan, your debt isn't real. It's a fake thing. Just never pay it. See what happens. Never pay it.
Payment every single month.
I don't, but I mean, if you can't afford a new car, then what's wrong with just buying a vastly cheaper used car? How many
Hondeezy, man. People are sleeping on the Hondees. The gas miles better. Get a Prius. Even, bro, they're rising in prices, but come on, you don't need to spend 20K. They're rising. Everything's rising, right? Get a Prius. You got four people can fit in it comfortably, more or less. I would say 3. I haven't been in one, but get a Prius, man. Go get you a little Toyota Camry. Go get you a Honda. Go get you a Honda Accord or something, bro. Go get something you can at least save up the money to afford this stuff. Because a lot of this stuff is, like, realistically, it sucks. But, like, a lot of stuff, the richest times, or the richest you're going to be is, like, what, you're in your 30s, I think it said, like, 35s. So, like, save up to that. Like, say, like, you're 20, like, build up your 20s to your 30s. So you don't have to fall back on your mistakes. Now you're 28 and you got 2 years to figure out something. It's like, don't live that life, bro. That stuff is straight psyop, bro.
monthly payments are these people on? Every time you add monthly payments to your budget, you kill your ability to build wealth, and you kill your ability to escape living paycheck to paycheck. Also, understand that you're making cars more expensive for everyone else when you take out a big loan to buy a new car that you can't actually afford.
The cost of school only went up when we started introducing federal student loans. You could borrow as much as you want to get any degree you want from any...
Just for car loans. And to add to Caleb's story, when I was in college, the government started giving out student loans like crazy, and I literally watched tuition fees for state schools increase from $1,000 a semester to $3,000.
And it was when everyone's pushing it too, so it's like, it's very convenient that everyone's pushing school and this is going on at the same time. Who would have thought?
Because you technically have enough money to make monthly payments if you take a 7-year loan instead of a 5-year loan. You are not only turning yourself into a debt slave for nearly a decade and increasing the price of cars by providing an additional demand that shouldn't be there, but also on a societal level, you're enabling all of these authoritarian removals of ownership that car companies have been trying to incorporate into new cars since COVID. Like,
I heard you have to like buy certain systems now. Dude, if you don't, like, what? So, this is true from the, what's his name, Zach, I think his name is, or Zach, or whatever his name is, right? I learned some information. And, yeah, you have to, so I think BMW or someone rolled it out first, and they got a ton of flack. But it doesn't matter, because a lot of companies are now rolling out monthly systems for their car. I'm sorry, if you don't think I'm holding on to like an older car that I can get the engine nice, like, dude, don't let me come up on somebody. I'll buy a slightly older cars that have none of this crap in it, get a couple nice engines for it. Bro, I'm living off those. If you don't, I'm not buying nothing new. None of this stuff new is good.
Charging a monthly subscription for a seat warmer.
I don't know if I would even go 2020, bro. That's how new this stuff is. It's not good. I don't know. I don't like the new stuff. I like 1980s. I'm good with like a 2014's fine. You know, I'm not too old. I'm not too old school, but like, I don't like the new stuff either.
That was already installed in your vehicle. And if we can just get enough financially illiterate people to say yes to that, well, then we can roll it out for everyone. They don't need everybody to consent. They just need enough people to consent. And the most frustrating thing is that people are making these purchases not because they need these things. They're doing it to copy social media influencers.
Honestly, like, I just get so inspired by influencers. I've been influenced by a couple of Disney influencers. Like, I want to look cool and cute at the parks.
You don't.
So, Why not?
You get inspired by influencers. Have you ever met influencers? At least half of them are like some of the most backstabby, irresponsible people in existence. Do you know how many of those luxury lifestyle influencers are lying to you by omission by renting those handbags? Or they're sponsored by the company to promote the stuff, or they have affiliate links that they make money off of.
Oh my goodness. This is not okay. Oh my goodness. I mean, they want everyone, they mom to watch it. I mean, I don't know who this is. There they are right there.
Or they have lots of stuff because they're sugar baby prostitutes, and they are giving sexual favors to rich men in exchange for luxury bags that they then sell. I believe it's a part of the prostitution scheme since it's illegal to give sugar babies money for sex. I did a whole video on Seek an Arrangement a long time ago. That's how I know how this works. Seek an Arrangement used to make videos teaching women how to use their website to legally get away with being a prostitute. Honestly, I think...
And also, not this, but like that's a new age thing on TikTok now I heard of. That like there's some girl like trying to get girls to like fly out to her and do more or less, not prostitute, but it's like the lines of it being like a sugar girl or trying to find a sugar dad. It's the most like down bad and diabolical shit, bro.
A lot of these luxury lifestyle influencers would be making this new TikTok personal shopper content if they had worse life RNG on their appearance.
Word of the day is double jeopardy. Double jeopardy. That means if you already been convicted of a crime, they cannot come and do anything else.
I'm pretty sure that's not how double jeopardy works. Never mind, there's no point in explaining it. This person is probably so uneducated that she thinks that term came from a TV game show. But understand that influencers are deceptive on a pretty regular basis.
Apparently my uncle needs some new dentures, and apparently teeth cost $68,000.
So he's getting like veneers or some shit?
I think so, yeah.
And who's paying that, you?
That's what they asked, but I'm gonna be honest, like, that's a lot of money. And then also, bad one.
What? Like, okay, I don't know if I would, like, if it was, like, a life or death, dude, yeah, I know he has the cash for it, like, I'm not dumb. Bro, you have, like, supercars living in LA telling me you don't got $100K? I know that's a hefty money, but, like, bro, that's family.
Wants two houses in Vietnam, but I'm gonna get him the houses, but the teeth, I'm gonna put a pause on that.
Oh, well, he's so nice. He gives money to his family, right? Yeah, but the reason that he's mentioning that on stream is to get clout and make viewers think that he's a good person. This is a business investment, not a charity. If it was a charity, he wouldn't bring it up to his followers. Wait, does this technically count as a tax write-off because he made content out of it? I know that's a reason why Pokimane shows off all her gift giving on stream.
Oh, dude. Oh, 110%, bro. That's why a lot of people do it. Like, she doesn't make these damn videos for the reason you think. She does this for a tax write-off, dude. She thinks she's smart. These people aren't paying taxes, man. You're doing tax write-offs.
It's because she gets PR points for it, and she can write those gifts off, which in her tax bracket, living in California, has to be like a 50% discount on the purchase.
100%.
Now, I'm not sure what Pokimane or Jason the Ween's actual finances are, but whether they're responsible or not, time and time again has shown that people who base their entire personalities around luxury lifestyles and making it rain for everyone very often end up broke, even if they had millions of dollars.
A lot of these influencers, you will see, are going to mirror the life of NBA pros. A lot of NBA pros have a career. It's 4 years long. They get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars, and they spend it like it's going to live forever, and it's simply not. If you are not making, at minimum, $250,000 of content creation a year, you better be working a job. You better be working on a side hustle. You better be working on a business.
Well, at the end of the day, or don't spend all your money. Like when you understand when these people are doing like IRL streams, dude, they're spending a lot of money. So it's like, spend money, they're not making money. Then that's why these people are taking gambling deals because there's more money. Yeah, I would say save your money. Don't spend it don't spend all your money like an NBA player. You think it's, I mean, it's obviously, right? I think Tectone is going to speak some truth here. It's obvious, right? Let's say, right, the next, I don't know, because the rappers did it, the NBA players doing it, the NFL players, every niche that blows up is going to have the people that are going to blow their money and go broke. there's going to be a big pop up maybe in the next 7 to 10 years of influencers that blew all their money. I would say big window, like that would be pushing it 20 years. I don't know if it's gonna be that big, but I would say 7 to 10 years to 12 that influencers that blew their bag are going to be going on podcasts or doing whatever the next thing is and giving their stories. Guaranteed.
And you better be fucking investing, and you better stop spending this money like it's going to be here forever.
He's absolutely right. If you make under $250,000 a year as a social media influencer, you're broke and you should live like you make nothing. And the reason for that is because this career path is very volatile, and you might be doing great for a few years, and then you fall off like crazy, make nothing, and start blaming the algorithm for shadow banning you. Really, it's a lot of work to stay relevant for a long time, and because of that, you might have to make an entire lifetime of income in the span of 5 years because that's all your personality or your skill set or your topic choice is relevant for. Well, unless you rebrand, which is incredibly difficult, and very few people succeed at that, and it's going to be much harder to rebrand if you're stressed out about money because you didn't manage your finances properly. Now, with that in mind, how many influencers do you know who are spending money responsibly? Most of them aren't. Most of them have the same stupid YOLO attitude that these Disney adults on Caleb Hammer have.
What was that one OF girl that spent all of her money because she thought, this lifestyle was it? Again, that's a lot of things with OF. It blew up, and then you see all the people spend all their money. What was up with her? She, spent all of her money, moved here, and then now she's going broke. It's like, ma'am, she was sorry, not ma'am, but she was bragging about making almost $1 million a month or stuff. It's like, and how people are living nowadays, you cannot brag about that and go broke and expect people to have sympathy. People in the masses, you expect them to, especially if you brag to them. Obviously, I'd be like, yeah, it sucks, but this is you got greedy. And now it's time to turn your life around. You learn from your mistakes. Hope for the best for you, right? Don't want you to go broke and get addicted to drugs, but don't be greedy and get your life together.
People who you see as celebrities, as icons, will live a meaningless life of ruin in the next 5 to 10 years. You will see exactly what I'm saying. A lot of them are making barely enough just to get by. They've developed.
Yeah, I would say he could be speaking the truth here, especially with IRL streamers. Yes, because it's a lot of money. I didn't realize the backpack to all this stuff. He could be speaking some truth here, but that's why a lot of these people take gambling deals, man. They're selling themselves.
No life skills, no work skills. They can't take care of themselves, as well as not being able to cook, so they have to DoorDash everything, as well as their egos are through the roof, so they buy these lavish houses and participate in this very impressive, very glitz and glam lifestyle in order to keep up with all the other egomaniacs in their field.
Right, and I don't think it's that much different for regular people in society. We have infinite access to good information that used to be incredibly difficult to learn, yet more and more people have so few life skills that the people who do have these skills can overcharge like crazy. Eventually, people are going to be paying $100 to have someone screw in a single light bulb for them. And understand that yes, some of these skills can be a pain in the ass to learn, but also understand that there is a finite limit to how much money you will make during your lifetime, and if you continually waste it in places where it's not necessary, then you're going to end up sacrificing important life experiences because you wanted to DoorDash instead of cook your own food.
How much did you spend on Popmart last month?
Probably $700.
Yeah, and he's willing to leave you, and you're choosing $700 in Labubus. That's what you were choosing over your marriage.
That
and
is crazy.
Your child having a fully combined household that doesn't have to go back and forth every week.
This is not hyperbole. Her husband wants to divorce her because of her overspending, and she is literally choosing Labubus, Disneyland, and first-class flights over her spouse and her 2-year-old child. Where's the glamour in that? Not to say that the husband isn't also financially irresponsible.
All over TikTok trends, this is I'm telling you, there's no way these are real people. These are bots. These have to be bots of some sort. You're giving up your life for Chinese or just garbage, just landfill. Just literally crap that's going to be in Macy's, TJ Maxx, Goodwill, and the landfill. You're going to look at that in a year and be like, what the hell did I buy this for? Then once you clean your house up or whatever, once you do a big move or something, you clean your room, you're going to look at this in 5 years and what is this? Oh my gosh, there's a Lubu thing. Right in the garbage. A waste of money. And this is what someone could basically more or less ruin their life over. Or slash, like, I don't know, not give their life up to, but like, if you're willing to ruin your family over a Labubu, you gotta be brain dead of some sort. Like, I think a science lab should test your brain.
Meta announced last week that they are enforcing the digital equivalent of a GoPro on every Meta employee in the US. It's a keylogger and screen recorder that they have to keep running on their computer all day. He tells them, you cannot take this off during company hours. 9 to 5, I own your ass, okay? You signed the papers. And I mean, imagine if you're one of those 80,000 people or whatever subset is getting the GoPro. Imagine how devastated and dehumanized you feel. And the only reason Meta knew they
have a GoPro in their cameras. Yeah, if you don't think I'm ever buying a Meta anything, yeah, they have a GoPro in their cameras just for their employees. Definitely not in your laptop or in your Meta, whatever. It's like, it's so weird because it's like, how do you have a built-in camera to it? Like, obviously, you know, I'm sure it's a system, but it's like, is it like a regular camera where it just looks like there's a lens and like there's not a actual camera, or is it look like there's a built-in camera to it?
could do this is because of the doomer narrative around AI and the loss of jobs. They laid off 8,000 people in the same month they announced this program. And do you think that's a coincidence?
Why do you think they're putting up with this? Do you think someone who is financially secure would ever subject themselves to a situation where their boss constantly monitors every single action they take? Is the DoorDash worth it? Or can you just go get Taco Bell yourself, or better yet, learn how to make tacos?
Dude, it's like if you really want to save money, I think with the apps have deals if you want to do that. But like at the end of the day, that stuff, like regardless of the fact, yeah, it's convenient, but it's not good for you at all, man. It is horrible for your body.
Is the brand new furniture worth it? Or is it maybe a lot easier to spend 20 minutes Googling secondhand items instead of doing an additional 100 to 200 hours of work at your job because it's mentally easier to buy things that are new? It is insane the amount of additional work people will subject themselves to because they don't want to learn about new ways of being. I'm not kidding when I say that people regularly do an additional 100 hours of work or more because they don't want to spend like 20 minutes Googling. In fact, some people waste multiple years in college only to find out that they don't want the career path they studied for, when the reality of that career path could have been Googled and researched in a few hours. This
true, or like when it comes to buying stuff, like bro, yeah, you kind of want to buy on-brand stuff, but like you take a look, bro, some of the stuff that is not on-brand, it's good. You just gotta take a look at the reviews, make sure it's real, make sure it's good stuff. Don't buy stuff. You gotta do some research and things. But like, yeah, you can go with the regular brand pants that could be, I don't know, $100, $50, whatever you like to say. But these pants could be what, 35? Yeah, they what I don't know, could be a Chinese brand. But at the end of the day, yeah, Chinese brands make crap. But like, why does a lot of companies get stuff from there if it's all crap? Because it's slightly decent. It's not horrible. I'm sure it's not as good if you sewed it or handmade it. Yeah. But like if some of the Chinese stuff isn't that bad. That's what I'm telling people. Like, that's what I don't tell people. But like that's what I'm saying. Don't go for like the most expensive stuff every time. Do research on things.
Mentality is one of the core problems in our society. And more importantly, if you skip out on the basics of finances, like learning how to not overspend, as well as
a lot of companies would just have their labels or like made in the same factory or the same thing, just different labels and slightly different ingredients. It's like, I mean, if you want the thing, get the quality, but like if you want something that could be slightly different and you're not, you're fine with a compromising price, but it's a little less, it's a little, I don't know, less good, less value. I mean, there's like, go with the off-brand, bro.
Learning money-saving techniques like going to estate sales, then you're not going to understand the more complex...
Bro, some of these stuff, though, at the end of the day, like, you can say this stuff. Some of this stuff is, like, goes damn near the price as new stuff. And it's like, is this even worth it? Because at the end of the day, used stuff is supposed to be a used price for a used reason. Like, you're not supposed to have a damn, a new couch and a used couch for the same price. No, they're supposed to be used prices.
Scammers for the purpose of enriching themselves. Third is
Surely.
inflation. You know, because they can't just increase taxes every year. People would notice and get mad. So they have to have other ways of stealing your money, and when you notice the inflation, they'll switch back to increasing taxes again, and the cycle will continue and repeat itself. All of this is bad, and like I said, a major reason that people put up with it is because they have financial issues from bad lifestyle choices. I mean,
Fair.
let's be honest, no one's going to speak truth to power without a financial safety net. Your standards are very much based on your ability to take care of yourself if negotiations don't go your way. That's why it's called fuck you money. The good news, though, is that these lifestyle choices that are causing you problems are not that hard to fix.
Yeah, I mean, he's not lying. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, you don't... Yeah, it's hard. You really don't want to be in debt at all, man. Whenever this TikTok psyop brain crap that they tell you, no, man, it's just we live on this rock. It's like... Look at these people's lifestyles, and look at the lifestyle you want to live. Is it anything like you want to live? Probably not. Probably not. And I guarantee it's usually not even a moral and a good, modest lifestyle either. It's always probably what, drinking, buying stuff you don't need, going on vacations you don't need to go to. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, vacations are cool, but like, if you ain't got money for it, don't go in debt for stupid things. You're like, it's an experience that, like, do you really think that's something you need to go in debt for? No, bro, no.
And you can put yourself into a position where you won't have to put up with bullshit. Obviously, that starts by training yourself in a skill like a fourth of your income. Then you may be moving back in with your parents or finding a cheaper place to live or team up with some roommates to lower the cost. Speaking of Asmongold, one of the interesting parts of his character is that he has millions of dollars and yet spends almost none of it. If Asmongold can figure out how to live astronomically below his means, then you can figure out a finance...
Oh, he'd be spending money. You know, he'd be spending. Like, come on. I don't think... He doesn't spend it to the degree, but he'd be spending a lot of money. I mean, all that damn Coke or all the damn drinks add up. And food, he don't be cooking. I think he DoorDash, go through drive-thrus. He don't be cooking. I don't know. I'm not a fan of him like that, but... I mean, he probably lives a more modest lifestyle, you would say, but like...
Financial strategy that you can, one, afford... And two, allows you to build wealth. Living paycheck to paycheck is not freedom, so it's time
I would say 100% he's living under his means. 100%.
How to do that. We'll have a great society. A lot of societal problems will fix themselves when people stop overspending. Anyway, thanks for watching.
It's a good video, man. Shout out to Think Before You Sleep. Let's see and read these comments. Think before you spend. Correct. Crazy how Coachella stands for... I heard of this a lot. Crazy how Coachella started off as an anti-greedy festival over ticket prices. Yeah, who owns Coachella now? Did they get bought out? Like, I'm just saying this as a curious thing. Did they get bought out? Or did people like, oh, this is a TikTok thing or this is an internet thing now? I could spend more money. Or I can make more money. Every day I wake up and thank the Lord that I'm cheap ass. Yeah, I'm pretty cheap too. I'm pretty cheap, man. And sometimes I'll be compromising on what I would eat because it's like, is it cheaper to get? Let me just eat that. Every day I wake up and think, okay, I already said that one. Why is Starbucks coffee $9? Because you keep buying them. Yeah. The older I get, the realizing the left and right are just agencies, and I don't really care about that stuff nowadays. It just gets people divided more. It's dumb. Coachella is just a competition where idiots gather to see how much debt they can incur. Yeah, it's literally a hive mind of influencers, or wannabe influencers. Like, and then maybe like people that like concerts, but like, I don't think the ratio is no more than probably a 80-20 split. I think 80% of influencers, 20% are real people that like the concerts. I don't know. I could be hating on that one. Could be off. Let me know. The type of people will openly do stupid stuff like this and ironically post on TikTok how much they hate capitalism and they can't afford groceries. Yes, I am fully with you. It's so contradicting. The saddest part is the people that need to watch this video will most never will. Yeah, because they live in an echo chamber. Yeah, echo chamber. When I was younger, I used to go to festivals like this, but instead of getting ripped off, I made money. Okay, I would buy like 50 bags of cheap bread and snacks. Okay, and box of cheese. Take the Tupperware off the flat grill. Okay, smart. Smart. We'll read these last two and then we'll be done. They hate the rich because they want to be rich. It's all you see on social media. Then they want to try to be rich themselves. They stress and complain about the mistakes they made because they are lazy and I don't know, narrative. I don't know what is that supposed to mean? When it will slippery slope into a bad policy, because of many slippery slope, okay. If you want to be the rich so bad, you put in work. Cause you're stressed for the yeah, he's not wrong here. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, a lot of people, yeah, say that and like completely do the opposite. Like Billie Eilish, such a contradiction of herself. But it's like, at the end of the day, what are most rich people now? Yeah, the influencers are the 3% of the rich 20-year-olds, but like the most rich people are like 30. And it's like, you want to be rich at 21, it's like, the likely odds of that are slim to none. And I don't like slim to none odds, really. Having TikTok is a red flag. Alright, comment down below what you think about that one. This was a good video. Bye. Thank you before you sleep. I don't know, man. This is bad, man. This is bad. I don't know why people went to Coachella. I don't know. I wouldn't personally do that again. Personal thing. It's just like, to me, like, again, how it started off, like the person said, I heard, or I know before this, it was like a anti, like spending a lot of money for tickets. It was all that stuff, and then it flip flopped in this. Kind of just shows you the world we're in, man. Hate to be rude, but it's kind of the truth there.